Last Election Day, voters said yes to giving crime victims more rights.
But now the question is, did they actually know what they were voting for? LEX 18's Carolina Buchek has more from the Capitol, where now the state Supreme Court is involved.
This entire issue comes from November's ballot, and now it is here at the Supreme Court, and this court will need to figure out if this 38-word question was too vague, and did voters actually know what they were voting on?
The criminal who tore your life apart is walking free.
This is one of the several ads for Marsy's Law that played before Election Day. The law itself gives crime victims the same rights as the defendant in the case. And on November 6th, 63% of voters in Kentucky chose to add this law to the state's constitution. This 555-word detailed document is the actual amendment they said yes to. But on the ballot, this is what they saw. Are you in favor of providing constitutional rights to victims of crime, including the right to be treated fairly, with dignity and respect, and the right to be informed and to have a voice in the judicial process?
This is what the voters saw.
And today, the justices wondered if this question was worded fairly.
If you ask the voters if they're for crime victims' rights, who other than a sociopath is going to answer any way but yes to that question?
The decision is now up to the court, and it has big consequences because the majority of voters already said yes to Marsy's Law. Covering the news in Frankfort from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom, back to you.
Lawyers arguing for Marsy's Law say the full amendment was available to any voter who looked it up before Election Day. Lawyers against it say this sets a